feel so warm except for Jaden. He actually made me feel super left out, so actually don't like him at all. So.
He wanted to be really clicky, but we were like, dude,
yeah,
that's
he
so
wanted to be
messed up.
clicky.
Jaden's just upset that Nick stole his girl.
Oh! Wait, what?
Wait,
what'd you say?
Ella, what did you say?
I said Jaden's just upset that Nick stole his girl.
Now hold on now. Now hold on now. Well, let's talk about something else. Ella, you left with no one. So like The Rock said, you should know your role.
And shut your mouth!
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you want to see the full live stream that this video is from, click the link in the description down below. But before we get into this, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get it. What we got? What really happened in the Nectar House reunion tell all? I could have sworn the first 5 seconds says something about you matched with Keelan. Maybe it meant during a challenge or something like that, but I swore it said that in the first 5 seconds. Or maybe they're talking about like a Tinder video. But let's see what they talk about at reunion. Let's see if Jaden even shows up. And Jaden, you gotta drop the diss track, bro. You constantly get on their channels and just get embarrassed and humiliated. And it looked like it was about to be the redemption arc of the century and just completely went out the window.
We're at the reunion and we're here to talk about the drama and gossip. For your final selection, you said Keelan, but then in a shocking twist, you changed to Emma.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I thought you were totally gonna pick her.
Well, actually, I kind of was.
So why didn't you? I'm just curious.
No, I'm not upset. I was just
I would
curious.
hope not. You didn't pick me.
You should have shut the f up and talked to someone else.
That kind of shattered my heart a bit. I really had feelings for Tori.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Nut. Over the past few weeks, we have obsessed over a certain group of singles that we trapped in a house for 72 hours and fell in love with them as they established bonds and formed relationships. Tonight, we're gonna catch back up with the cast to find out what really went on behind closed doors, the drama and the gossip, and see what's been going on since. My name is Nut, and welcome to the Nectar House, Season 1 reunion.
His name is Cam.
All right, well, first of all, welcome back. It's nice to see all of you.
Likewise.
Yeah,
it's very nice to see you.
Yeah.
Damn,
get started,
hold up. Who'd they get rid of? Hold on, who did they get rid of? Because that nigga's not there. Oh, maybe it started as... Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay, let's see. Blessing went to Z. Sabina was with Isaac. Oh, Isaac's not here. Isaac said, fuck y'all, bruh. But I could have sworn, didn't they replace someone? Huh? There was 5 of them, right? I could just check out my thumbnail. Alright, hold on. I'll let it. Check out my thumbnail.
All right, well, first of all, welcome back. It's nice to see all of you.
Likewise.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see you.
Yeah. Well, to get started, I was prompted to ask one question off the bat. Raise your hand if you were secretly in a relationship coming into the house.
That's a hell of
Who
Why
was?
did you cook this shit up?
Was that Travis?
I guess we'll never know.
Sweaty start.
Well, let's talk a little bit about
Was that Travis? That'll make sense.
the reception of the show so far. How do you guys feel about it? Any surprises?
Jaden doesn't talk to us anymore. We try to reach out. He's way too celeb.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That's valid. That's valid. Like, bro, at what point, like, when you constantly get humiliated, that you just like say, "I'm done."
I think we can all collectively agree that Jaden was the worst member in the house.
Okay.
I think Isaac.
Wow. No smile.
Because he didn't show up.
Unfortunately,
Sorry, bros found love.
For the viewers, I would like to address, unfortunately, Isaac could not make it. We just found out. He did actually send us a message. He said, "My bad."
Oh my god, thank you.
But we will circle back to that later. Tori, you've turned out to be a fan favorite. Was that a surprise? How's it been so far?
Since when? maybe you and Nick together, but you by yourself, I don't know when that's been the case.
Rightfully so.
I don't know what to say.
Well, maybe say something.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, you guys are really nice. Thank you so much. I don't know how to like take it, but
Pause.
but it's been really nice, and you guys are making me feel like a cool guy. So
You're a cool
Pretty cool guy.
Another member in the house seemed to have a more polarizing response from the viewers, Sabina.
Shocker.
This is the first video you've done with Nectar. Was this a surprise, the reaction? What are your thoughts on that?
Not very surprising, but it was more than I thought it would be.
What was the negative comments?
Yeah.
How's that been so far? How do you feel about it?
I know for a fact 80% of them are burner accounts from Jaden, by the way.
He doesn't deny it.
I would like to say that people don't know Sabina. And she does have a lot of personality. She's a very great girl, so.
She's so down to earth.
it's people just try to humble a hot girl.
It's the best.
Cut it out.
Yeah, we're so
Jaden
nervous
knows
meeting each other
karate.
for the first time.
Stop like kissing her ass, bro. Like one person say something, all right, cool, but y'all spamming shit, bro.
She's a very great girl, so.
She's so down to earth.
It's people just try to humble a hot girl.
Okay, so Tori was the one who took it
Yeah,
down.
we're so
Jaden knows
nervous meeting each other
karate.
for the first time.
Yeah, dude. What the
Cut it out.
No, yeah, they were definitely a little bit too harsh on Sabina. I think if the cameras like got her hiding in the room while we're
I remember what it was. It was like you have the chance to switch someone out and pick someone new, and then they said, no, we'll keep who we have.
all downstairs. I think if the cameras like got her hiding in the room while we're all downstairs, it really showed her personality. Right? No, I'm kidding.
I was.
I mean, she's the only one who didn't know anyone from
We're
me.
just all eating Uncrustables, and we're like, where's Sabina?
This is also when you have this many like big personalities in one room, I feel like it can get nerve-wracking and overwhelming for people that are like a little bit shyer too.
That makes sense. She
Coming
said
in-
Travis was a bit too loud, right?
Coming in the midst of it is so nerve-wracking. Like you're thinking everybody's just established relationships already, but like
No, we kind of did.
yeah, we were like a long way out. Yeah, no, thank you. Actually, I really appreciate that. Everyone made me feel so warm except for Jaden. He actually made me feel super left out. So actually, don't like him at all. So.
He wanted to be really clicky, but we were like, dude,
Yeah,
that's
he
so
wanted to be
messed up.
clicky.
Jaden's just upset that Nick stole his girl.
Wait, what?
Wait, what'd you say?
Ella, what did you
I said Jaden's just upset that Nick stole his girl.
Now hold on now. Now hold on now. Well, let's talk about something else. Ella, you left with no one. So like The Rock said, you should know your role.
And shut your mouth!
Hey. Nah, fuck that. You did the jump rope, bro. That's my only defense of you, bro. That's my only defense of you. You everybody gets one.
Spicy.
What's good? Welcome to the stream.
Obviously, I don't mean to get emotional right off the bat, but is it hard
that
seeing
kinda
Tori
hurt,
again?
man.
Sorry.
I don't know. I was kind of like, that kind of shattered my heart a bit. I really had feelings for Tori during the entire thing, and like.
Yeah, big guy.
One single tear.
Jaden, you had a big crush on me, a fat little crush on me, or what?
I don't know. After you went with Nick, no.
See, I didn't know that I was stepping on toes, though. Honestly, it wasn't until watching episode 1 and 2 that I knew that there was interest there.
Yeah.
So that's only after
He
the
was
fact.
sobbing every day.
I see.
That's why I was hiding away.
Connection with Jay.
No, she didn't.
She just didn't even
mention
mention
it. She didn't mention
Oh,
it.
She said,
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly
This
what
is
she said.
ridiculous.
And then Sabina said the same thing.
Well, since filming is wrapped, any relationship gossip going on with any of you guys? Have you guys hung out since then?
Sabina said nope.
I think you meant like in a relationship capacity, not
Oh,
like
yeah.
we kicked it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Relationship or
as an aggregate group,
Interpret it
we
how
kicked it.
you would want to.
Yeah, we did my birthday party on Friday.
And this party.
And then that was, well, I was gone, but
We've seen each other a good few times.
Yeah, we have all hung out.
We've seen each other naked.
I don't live here anymore. I just don't live here, so I just have to communicate via text and FaceTime. But we have a group chat, and it's
Yeah, very active.
Pretty
Nectar
active.
baddies.
NECTARHOUSE.
Nectar
At least,
baddies.
like, but we all, I would say we all keep up with each other pretty mutually, like,
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
And in our group.
And like, there's a lot of love between the ladies.
The girls have.
The girls are girling always.
Isaac, you've been pretty active on social. Are you seeing someone now? We do have some questions for Isaac, who unfortunately was not able to make it tonight. So instead, we're gonna have Jadyn pretend to be Isaac, and I'm gonna ask questions that we had prepared for him. Isaac, you've been pretty
Might as well, you know. He stole his girl, so.
active on socials lately.
Well, you didn't steal his girl, because then she inevitably went to Sean, as everyone wanted to.
Are you seeing someone now?
Oh, dude, what can I say, bro? What can I say?
Well, there you have it. It's great to hear from you. All right, well, now we're going to head on to
That's actually
a new
pretty
segment
decent.
that we're calling Superlatives. I'm just going to ask
Ooh.
questions if we could collectively try to come together as a group.
I'll try to answer
to
theirs.
find out who you think
To the best of my
fits the
ability.
Question. Who was the messiest?
Oh, gotta be one of the girls.
Ooh, are we talking like
Oh.
like cleanliness?
Oh, okay.
Oh, like
If it's
like
cleanliness, take it a
then
step
fucking
further.
Here, let's say let's take it literally and interpret it that way. Let's say who was physically the messiest and who was maybe
All right, physically one of the women, because we seen the room. That shit was looking atrocious. And then in terms of messy, how they meant it, yeah, I'll give it Isaac.
messy girls.
I
didn't see the
just
guys'
kept
room.
leaving her shit everywhere.
You were actually there was rumors that you were stealing things out of all the girls' bags.
I will literally kill you.
Does it?
Jaden thought it'd be funny because this man's the biggest clown in America to say that I'm a klepto. I started having a panic attack. I texted the producers and I texted everyone thinking, oh my god, I need to leave.
All right, to be fair, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't see her stealing a bunch of Adore Me shit. So.
Everyone's like, you gotta get some of the Adore Me stuff. This is some of the stuff we didn't wear. I'm like, did I take something? I'm having a panic attack.
I'm sure I told you to take it.
Unfortunately, we can't confirm or deny whether or not Kaylin did that, but I will say I believe Jadyn.
Rare Cam
Who would you
W.
guys say emotionally was the messiest? Maybe in relationship.
Isaac.
settings.
Isaac or Ella?
I can move on if you guys don't.
Yes, please.
I don't think anybody wants to comment on that.
Okay. Who would you say is the biggest flirt?
Ella.
Ooh, maybe Blessing. Blessing or Isaac?
Oh, Isaac, yeah.
Blessing or Isaac?
I have to give it to Ella specifically because the guys have to do that by default. So guys already start here and girls already start here. So to get to even in their range, she has to do more to even get to their level.
Blessing knows how to work a room. And Travis. Travis knows how to work a room.
Isaac could flirt with a wall and not realize that it's like an inanimate
He
object.
did have me blushing a few times.
People would text me like, "Oh, how is Isaac like?" And I was like, "He literally spoke to me a total of 2 times."
For the whole 72 hours.
Who would you guys say was the cutest couple? 2 memorable couples, at least from my head, were Sean and Z. Seems like you guys had a pretty cute ending.
Thanks.
And Nick and Tori as well.
Yeah.
She wrote my name in pebbles. It was really romantic.
Where were their pebbles?
Where was I?
And he watched her as she was sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, stood over my bed at night.
Yeah.
Who would you say was the worst couple?
I always say Tori and Jadyn
Yeah,
because
Tori and Jadyn.
they were friends.
Yeah.
Like, there was,
They're
I
buddies.
think as soon as the
They're
first
pals at the
episode,
end
it
of
was
it.
Well,
like,
that's not Jaden's fault. Jaden was head over heels for Tori.
Yeah.
No,
They did say that.
it's ridiculous. And every day, Jadyn would stare at
just
me,
let
and
him
it's
on
like
to
dead
him.
eyes.
Who would you guys say was the most dramatic member of the group?
Isaac.
That's easy, Sabina.
Sabina was the most dramatic to you.
Did you not see her crash out?
Wait, I said, wait a minute.
Blessing.
I feel like it was.
Isaac freaked out on me.
Yeah,
Isaac really did freak
freaked
out.
out on everybody.
Wait, why did he freak out on you?
He freaked out on me because he was my second choice or whatever.
It was literally right after you left. We were all hanging out in the just like in a back room, and he like ran in and was like, "Yo, what the?" Like he was actually freaking.
Yeah, I just kind of
He
like
was
I
so
caught
mad
him by
that- yeah.
surprise and he didn't know what to do.
Who did Isaac pick?
So what happened?
I told him that I wasn't gonna match with him and then I picked him.
So maybe Ella's the most dramatic one.
Exactly.
You get to We'll maybe see a clip of that later and talk about it then. Who would you guys say was the funniest in the house?
Tori.
No, I need that footage. I need that footage now. I need that footage now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I gotta see that at this instant. Okay, so we're at 11-minute mark. Most funny Tori.
So I just bugged out. Chad, did you tweak out? Chad, are we seeing a direction? When we were walking by, I was like, yo, Ella, like, what's good, blah, blah. Basically, I was like, are we gonna match? She's like, no, like, probably not. I was like,
I mean, it's valid.
oh, so you're gonna have it.
Before we went up.
What was the line? It was like, are we gonna see you?
Yeah.
Remember, like, am I gonna see you?
Yeah, she said if we match.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you if we match or something. Basically, she was like, nah. She was like, I'm gonna match with Sean, basically.
Well, are we all saying? Are any of us seeing each other, or are we doing?
We're just like, probably not just guess. I think we're seeing each other.
No match.
We're all saying each other.
Love you guys.
I feel we're gonna see each other.
Yeah, are we
Oh.
leaving?
Well, she just said to. She just said to
We're not
say
seeing each
bye.
other, right?
I don't know. Sorry. Love you. I love you though.
That's what I'm saying. I got set up.
Tough.
I'm telling you, yo, so like she changed it because she goes to Sean. She's like, oh yeah, I want to match with you. Sean goes, nah. Well then, wait.
Oh yeah, we did see this part. We did see this part, and I was like, I thought I heard that, and I was like, maybe I'm tripping.
Just get.
I think she said, "I'm gonna see you," and then he said like something else.
Are we not seeing people after this? Is this like the?
I mean, if we met, then we'll see.
Okay.
Wait, we're not gonna see you.
Bonnie's got another
I got a picture. One more time.
Okay.
Yeah, so she said goodbye, and then he said and she said okay.
So then I go, oh, I don't have a match. So I go up there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have a match. And then Ella comes out, and she's like, well, why didn't you pick me? What? God, what? Yeah, I look like a dick, bro. No.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't rock with Isaac, but this is a valid crash out. He's it's valid.
No, it's bugged out.
We're witnessing an Isaac crash out right now.
See how it gets set up like this, bro? Every time, bro.
Just comes up here and floors the entire setup. Just fully composed until the end.
But his little thing with Sabina, okay, bro. You said like 50 things, and like 2 of them were like kind of valid. I was like, all right, bro.
Oh man. It was like, no, there's probably like 4 other things you'll look like a dick.
Hello.
You're an asshole, bro.
Try to hug the nigga.
What do you mean no?
What's that up? Yeah, we can leave now.
No, I'm waiting for.
Yeah, she sold, man. She sold. Now, like, okay, so I clowned you for the thing, and I need to be clowning Ella. It's like I was about to give her points, but then I got to take them away. That's crazy.
Let's hit the road. Jack, it's time to go.
They're gonna lie for Isaac's crash out.
That's good shit though. You got to include that, bro. I was bugging. Yeah, I was bugging hard. I like that.
Yeah, I know. It's so big, bro. It's so funky.
I typed to Ella and I deleted it. Yeah. I typed to Ella and I deleted it because you said you didn't have a match. So I was like, oh, alright.
Tough.
Did he actually?
Initial reactions.
All right, so we'll see when it comes back up. But we're at 11 minutes.
Travis.
Tori and Travis.
Tori and Travis. And Jaden.
Final fist fight to decide.
I would
who would you guys
rather
say
say
was the-
Tori instead of Travis. I don't really think well, granted, I was not there with them, but I'm saying from footage, I wouldn't really say her. I would say Tori. Let's see, Tori, Z, Blessing. A little sprinkle of Keelan, but I wouldn't really pick her for one. I'll just say if I had to make a list, she wouldn't be at the bottom. Jadyn he has some moments every now and then. I think Sean had a couple moments. Yeah. Best dressed. We gotta go Keelan or Z.
Best dressed.
Z. I want to say Travis.
Yeah, Z. Z always got that jewelry on. She does.
Who would you guys say was the most surprising after you got to know them? Like maybe didn't meet your expectations?
I was surprised by Sabina a lot because I feel like in the beginning she comes across as like really quiet, but like we were roommates, me, Tori, and Sabina, and I don't know. I just feel like I got to know her very well, and she's actually really funny, actually. But actually.
She's
Tell a
really
joke. Tell a joke.
Yeah.
I think Tori for me. Cause she was just wicked funny.
Right off the bat, you were funny though when I walked into the house. Very open.
I want to say Travis because when I first met him, I just thought like I don't know, he could have easily just been like a big gym bro, but this man has a heart of gold. Like he's actually just the nicest dude. No, I mean it. Like actually, I was surprised by what a great dude he is.
I've been motivated to say that.
I will say when I first got to the house, first experience was you and Isaac talking about the gym for like 45 minutes.
And I clocked that too, and I was like, dude, we gotta change the conversation. Walking around us and hearing this, it's not gonna be good.
Also Keelan though, because when you came in, I wasn't really a part of the conversation to like vote the girls in because I was like, that's not really our job. But like, you guys were talking to her. I think she seems cool, but I think she's actually the funniest person I've ever met. Like,
Keelan's a major troll.
I think she's hilarious, but I didn't expect that seeing you. You just seemed very like sweet and like soft and put together, and then you turned into an insane person when you walked in the house. So I appreciated that.
So Emma, how are you dealing with all the tension and drama?
Oh, the drama. Honestly, I found that talking to someone who isn't involved really helps me process. Better help.
List of people that
You could have got a different
channel.
person to do your.
Prior to filming, we asked all of you to submit a list of people that you would like to see in the house.
Ooh.
Should we reveal who you guys all requested?
Drop the list.
Yes. Oh, why not?
Blessing, we're gonna start with you. Let's all stare at Blessing when we find out.
Okay.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I know who that is. I know who that is.
Spicy.
So you picked Keelan and she showed up. Why did you pick Keelan?
Look at her. She's gorgeous.
Exactly.
Beautiful girl.
What else?
Travis, let's go to you. Everyone stare at Travis. Make him uncomfortable.
Zoinks.
You said Emma Graber.
Is that okay? Yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't know who.
One of them's right there.
Oh, you gotta tussle with him.
You requested her just to not pick her.
Jadyn, let's see who you pick. It could be anyone.
Jadyn always have one person.
Oh.
It's Tori.
Aww, what a surprise.
He's in love.
Tough.
Corey, does that make you feel any different about the heartbreak that you inflicted on him?
Yeah. So different.
Wow. Lovebirds, the one that got away.
You hit him with a my bad.
My bad.
Ella. Let's all look at Ella.
We already know who she picked.
Here's what she said. Obviously, would love Nick to be there. So he's on the list, but here's some more. Isaac, just because it would be fun to keep getting to know him.
That's
Number 5 was Tim.
I don't know who that is.
Tim.
Who's Tim? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would like to scratch that one off.
Who's Tim? Who's Tim?
We don't need to talk about Tim. I found you later.
Oh.
Yeah, so then later on, she followed up a couple weeks later and she said, hi, I'm sure you guys are all finished casting, but if not,
Take a look at this.
We don't need to read the whole thing.
No, read it.
Look at this.
I found the hottest guy the world has ever
Yeah.
seen.
Oh, Z.
There's only one name I remembered because everyone else I just kind of like threw in there. but it was Kai for my episode.
Did he come in? Was he one of the?
Absolutely not.
No.
She'd remember that. Yeah.
Oh.
Blamed right now. What the fuck?
One was Travis.
Meant to be.
Other was Blessing.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
They could almost matched. Wow.
Spicy.
Okay.
Don't
with
explain
that,
that.
I was-
She's like, don't explain it.
But my lists were
Damn.
Jaden could have played his card right. He could have
Okay.
his cards right. He could have maybe.
She's like, don't explain it.
But my lists were complicated because I was helping put people in that I thought would be good to be in the house. It wasn't, and people that I like.
So now she has to say that after Jaden.
No, I didn't mean that.
Emma, you
I
tried
would
to.
never pick
She's
Jaden.
like-
People that I like.
So for the record,
No, I didn't mean that.
Emma, you
I
tried
would
to.
never pick
Are you
Jaden.
into Jaden, Emma?
I would never pick Jaden.
Good.
Oh.
I actually almost said your name when I was going through the
I picked
list,
Kai too.
but I watched that episode where you were.
Yeah, I picked Kai too.
And then he did that Riz thing. Was that you? That was your episode, right?
Right.
I said, I'm okay.
So-
But I'm glad you're here.
Wait, that shit wouldn't work on you?
Missed out.
Absolutely. I would.
Just made a lost from Z.
Sabina. Let's look at Sabina.
Wow.
Wow.
Did that ever get found out in the house?
No.
I feel like we barely spoke the entire
Yeah,
time.
no, we didn't. Like at all.
Were you excited to see him
Alright.
when he came in?
Yeah.
Oh, she said it all soft and shit.
That's really sweet.
You snatched him up.
Oh,
kidding.
dude, my bad. You can have him now.
Wow.
Whoa. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
You want to explain that?
Is it because?
You're back in love with
You're-
Jaden.
Because I'm in love with Jaden.
That's not true. You're lying.
Oh.
That's not, no, I'm not lying. I'm in love with him.
I don't think you sent a list, did you?
I did, but none of them were in the house.
Kai again.
Kai was one
We
of them.
all-
I
Who
saw
is
her in the
this?
episode. I was like,
Quite
who
frankly,
is that
thank God Bro
brown
wasn't
curly
here.
haired man?
Just having
Wait, was
five
that
ways
yours?
to
Like,
girls.
he chose you,
We
right?
need to hang out.
Wait, was that the guy?
Oh,
No, I don't think that was him. The guy who I gotta look it up now. It's gonna bother me. Let's go to this one.
That's a good compliment. Yeah. I also think that like
Not that guy.
energy,
Can you fucking pause it?
like if someone compliments your energy.
I feel like he's in a camera. That okay? I knew his name started with a K. Okay, yeah, I don't know who that is.
It is so cute.
I feel fine. There was literally, he thought I was cute. I thought he was cute. That was the basis of Kai and I. We followed each other. Then he unfollowed me one day.
Oh.
That was that. That
Good
was
to you.
Kai. So I put him on the list because we should talk about that. Like where did that come from?
I reached out to Kai asking for comment, and he unfollowed me as well. So we will.
Hold on now. I would have to like not actually be myself. If I went there, I have to actually not be myself, or they would have to cut out so much footage or kick me out of the house completely.
Wow, that was incredible. Anyways, throughout the weekend, you were all submitting your crushes using your Nectar phones so that we could see how your attraction was changing as you guys got to know each other. You know what I think would be fun? Why don't we actually go through all of your guys' answers to see every single person that you guys said you had crushes on? How does that sound?
Spicy.
Yeah,
let's do it. Hold up, I just want to...
Ella.
Okay, let me, just in case. I don't know what they're going to pop up. Let me see what they're... The fuck? Okay, there it is. December 14th. Yeah, that's not fucking happening. That's Saturday night main event, and that's like close. Oh, that's versus. What the fuck is that? Oh, blah 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 versus 1. Okay, surrounded, ranking, middle ground. Okay, nothing's popped up. I just thought like maybe I click something like it pops up like my email autofill or some shit. Christians and atheists, pro-choice activists. Okay, that's the okay. Ranking. Real accents, fake accents. Rich men versus poor men. Okay, they don't even have a fucking NECTARHOUSE joint.
I'm gonna start with you. Day 1, you said Sean, Isaac, and Blessing.
Okay.
Then later, you said Sean, Isaac, and Blessing.
I was a consistent girl.
Then the third time you were asked, you said Sean, Nick, and Isaac.
Isaac's still there.
And then finally, you chose Isaac.
Yes, I did.
All
That's
right.
crazy.
Well, I'm gonna move
That's
on
crazy.
to.
Crazy.
That's so crazy.
Okay, let's move on to the next.
Are we not gonna talk about?
Oh yeah, we can react to those now. Yeah, let's react to them right after.
Sean clearly has something to say.
Sean, it seems like you're upset
Yeah,
that
exactly. What's up?
Isaac bumped over you in those rankings. How do you feel?
No,
about
I'm not upset.
that? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
I would hope not. You didn't pick me.
Oh, sorry. Wait,
This is good. This is good.
I hope not. You didn't think that.
Ella, what caused?
What happened? I also,
Yeah,
same.
what caused Isaac to jump
You
in?
know,
the lead
I was
there?
just.
He was second
He's
choice.
very direct, and I think that is something that typically I look for in like a relationship. Somebody that is direct with me, and like he's very direct with everybody, all the women, all of the women.
Any surprises for you guys hearing that out?
I was a little surprised, but it was, I think, after the like brunch dates that's when you kind of like shifted, right? Because you
We
guys,
had a really
I
nice
guess, had a
date.
good
Yeah.
one.
I had a date with Ella immediately after that, and in our date, you were talking a lot about how your date with Isaac went really, really
Sorry,
well.
Nick.
Damn.
It was okay though. It was alright.
Yo!
But I was also
You could have been the wingman and been like, hey, during our date, man, she kept talking about you. It would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap. Now, granted, she shouldn't have played them dumbass games. If anything, the only thing she should have said was like, oh, are we gonna see each other? Maybe. So it's between you and Sean. I really liked our date at brunch, and kept it pushing. Now, if he would have crashed out after that, I would have been like, come on, bruh.
talking to you about that like as a friend.
No, of course.
I actually found it interesting going through this that the only 2 names that you did not list on this were Travis and JADYN. What was it that was so unattractive to you about them?
Jerk.
Travis is my friend, my sweet friend.
Has he always been your friend? Like, was there ever anything?
Good question.
Ooh.
Yo, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
No, there's never been anything.
Yeah, no, friends.
That's such a lie. That's such a lie.
I pay attention.
Friendship. And then JADYN, I just didn't want to step on the beautiful relationship
Stop
that
it.
you guys were forming.
Oh, thanks so
I
much.
was scared when.
Anyways, moving on to Emma.
Bro's just getting
Day
humiliated.
1, your initial rankings were Sean, Travis, Isaac, and Blessing. Everyone but JADYN.
That is crazy.
Then you said Travis, Isaac, and Blessing. So no more Sean.
Yeah, she don't want to step on what you
Then you
had
said
going on
Travis,
with Ella.
Sean, and Blessing. So no
Yep.
more Isaac.
Yep, never mind.
And then finally you chose Travis.
Correct.
And it seems like that's more of a friendship thing.
Yeah, we are good friends. Still, I would say our relationship is like the same as it was going into the house now.
We haven't addressed it at all, But I don't
But
think.
we've been so normal.
That's what
Everything's been so normal.
I've never thought there was a need to. Yeah, I think we just went right back into our rhythm, and we're grooving.
Yeah.
Our rhythm. Yeah.
I'd say the relationship was initially ambiguous. Like I definitely didn't know whether there could be something there, and I thought maybe in the house something would happen. But I think the house very much solidified a really great friendship.
Yeah.
Tough.
I have a question. Sean was on your list, but I didn't. Do you feel like you explored that while you were in the house?
Well, obviously, Sean and I already had been on dates, and like initially.
What?
He's like, this is news to me.
Don't do that to her. Don't do my grandma like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Who is this chick?
honestly, it had been like 2 years since I'd seen Sean. I never really thought I'd see him again, ever, to be honest. Like, and so then I didn't know what it would be like now. But obviously, he's still a super handsome, lovely guy. So yeah, he was on my list kind of throughout. At first, you were a little standoffish with me, but then you warmed up.
I was shocked when I walked out because I was like,
I know, yeah, right.
So
but
what happened?
obviously,
What happened? Let's explore
but
that.
that just wasn't that wasn't something that I was going to push at all. I mean, we chatted and we were very friendly, but I obviously knew that he was really who Ella was going for in the house, and it just didn't
But
feel.
also, to be fair, it ended on Sean. Like the ball was in your court when your thing ended 2 years ago. So of course, like I don't blame her for saying, "Oh, honestly, I'm not gonna push that unless you." And I will say, I was devastated when Sean left. I was so sad when Sean was out of the picture.
My brother
I loved
Sean.
I know. Like, he's so cool. Like.
But yeah, it just
Get a
didn't
brother
feel-
too, like.
It just didn't feel like the right place or anything, and like obviously there's a reason we are not dating.
What was the reason? I'm just
gotta ask this guy.
We're all friends here.
I mean, that's not really a question for me.
Oh, because the ball was in your court. You did say that the ball was in your court.
Where is the ball?
Nick, get his ass.
The ball is
Sean,
gone
this
now.
is your time to talk.
Wise guy.
This is your time to talk.
Now I don't want to talk anymore.
You don't want to talk anymore?
No, I mean, I really liked Emma, but I don't know if.
I don't think he was ready, and
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's great. Anyways, let's keep moving. Sabina, let's see your list. You started out Isaac, Travis, Sean, and Ella. Then you said Isaac, Sean, and Ella. So no more Travis. He maybe started talking. And
Ella swapped up.
Yeah.
Then Isaac, Sean, and Jaden.
You know?
So no more Ella. You finally settled on Sean. And I will
Sold.
say, just as someone who did not know who your final person was going to be, in the moment, I was shocked. So what was so bad about your experience with Jaden that you chose to pick
Yeah, let's
Sean?
talk about it.
Who do you think I was gonna pick?
I thought you were totally going to pick Jaden.
Well, actually, I kind of was. I couldn't decide, so it was
But
like
then
a
you
tie.
could.
What was the, what was it that,
I kind of like flipped a coin.
Sean, how do you feel about that?
Wait, are you serious?
Is that actually
No, I
happened?
didn't no.
like
What?
metaphorically?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I remember at the end, I was talking to Jaden. He was like, should I put Sabina down? Do you think she'll pick me? I remember specifically saying, you have nothing to worry about.
No, you didn't.
I was like, dude, she's totally going to pick you.
Yo, he said guaranteed.
I said, because I had seen, from my perspective, I was like, I specifically, like verbatim said, there is no way she's not going to pick you. This is the most guaranteed lock in the house. So
I was gonna choose you.
You were one of her
So why
options.
didn't you? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have dodged a bullet, bro.
Honestly, that's what you came back and said. You were like, it was hard because she spoke to. That was your first time talking to Sean, like throughout the whole real experience, like their date. But she was like, she also enjoyed her conversations with Jaden because he was funny. But what you said was that you, huh?
He stole her too.
Yeah, but you said the date went really well.
Wow, incredible. Well, I guess we'll maybe get to see some footage of that later, but right now, let's look at Tori's list. Started out with JADYN, Blessing, and Isaac. Then later, JADYN, Travis, and Sean.
And then JADYN, you're about to go down. You're about to go down.
Didn't make the cut.
Thanks, bro. Then Sean, Nick, and JADYN. And finally, you settled on Nick. Well, not settled, sorry. You chose,
Wait a minute.
Whoa. You chose Nick. Passionately, I don't know. And he was only there for 1 day, so did he just make a good impression?
Yeah, no, Nick should have been my number one, but there was seniority with like me knowing you for an extra 24 hours.
See, I did ask you. You were honest with me immediately. I said when I told you I was interested, you without missing a beat just went, "Oh, you were my number 2." And I was like, "Oh, sick. Who was your number 1?" And you never told me, so I'm now hearing it was my boy Sean for the first time.
Z, let's take a look at your list. Started off with Blessing, JADYN, and Isaac.
JADYN could have did something.
Travis and Sean.
He didn't lock in.
JADYN and Isaac were knocked off. Then Sean, Travis, and Blessing. And then finally, you chose Sean.
I did.
So, so how's that?
It was good. I feel like we didn't talk in the beginning as much.
We didn't like at all, actually.
Yeah, and then like day 2, we like talked. Like we would just like, you would just like say.
Things?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if she's like dissing me or like flirting with me.
That's like usually what men say to me. So I need to work on that. But that's like my flirting style, I think.
And then by like day 3, we like actually talked.
Yeah, the date and all the things occurred.
Well, let's see who Travis ended up going with. The list starts off with Sabina, Tori, and Z.
Damn, Emma's not even on that list.
Then Tori, Z, and Ella. So no more Sabina. Then Emma, Z, and Sabina. She comes rushing back onto the list. Then finally texted his final selection, IDK, bro, maybe Z, but then you changed to no one.
Wow.
So when you were deciding between Z and no one, how did no one end up rushing to that top spot?
Me and no one just had a really good heart-to-heart. I think we had like a really good conversation the last night or the night before the last one. I don't know. At some point we had a really dope convo. So that's why I was kind of teetering. But when it came down to it in terms of like who I would be like hitting up to hang out and like date after the show, or that's kind of in my mindset I was taking it. I was like, I don't really see anyone.
Wow, sounds super dope.
Really big brain thought process.
Yes. Anyways,
What's it though?
Let's take a look at your love journey. It started off with Z, Emma, and Sabina. Then Z, Sabina, and Emma. She got above Emma. Then Keelan, you spelled her name wrong.
I didn't know the spelling.
Keelan, my fault, I didn't mean to say that. Keelan, Sabina, Z, Emma, I love them all with 5 exclamation points.
But not me though.
For your final selection,
Who said that?
You said Keelan, but then in a shocking twist, you changed to Emma.
Tough.
So what?
All right, hold on.
But not me though.
I love them all with 5 exclamation points.
But not me though.
Come on, Ella. Come on. Me and Viserys.
For your final selection, you said Keelan, but then in a shocking twist, you changed to Emma. So what went through your head in that moment, and
I didn't
why
know
did
that.
you end up choosing Emma?
I didn't know that at all, actually.
Yeah, that's new information to everybody now. Thank you.
Amazing.
For announcing that.
Now, why didn't you choose me? I mean, Emma's a great pick, but what happened?
I think me and Emma just had we had a nice like talk like the last day. Yeah, and I was just like, Emma seems like someone I would definitely hang out with outside of here. Not that I wouldn't hang out. I've hung out with all of you guys, but more so like even just as a friend, she seemed like the type of person like I would hang out with. Also
Say the lighting up the room thing
maybe
you
I was
said.
kind of using Emma to get to Nick a little bit. But
I knew it.
Yeah.
Good call.
No, yeah, I obviously thought they were both wonderful.
No, I felt like you guys, after your 2 for 2, or sorry, not your 2 for 2 date, once you guys had your one-on-one date.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a date, and when we didn't get a date, well, I just ended up getting to know Emma more.
I know. I heard you guys laughing. You were next to us. I was on my date with Nick,
Were you
and I
paying
heard you
attention
guys
to our
laughing, and I was
date?
like, it seems like they were like really hitting it off. I thought it was really cute, actually. It was like they seem like I'm really messing with you, but I thought it was really nice.
You guys had the cutest B-roll scenes, like dancing and skipping together.
So true. Your guys' chemistry.
Yeah. You
Even
guys
like
had a
even
really
if it's just
cute
platonic,
B-roll.
like your guys' chemistry is like absolutely there, like no matter what.
Lovely.
You know who
Getting on
else
the
had a
shoulders
cute
and
B-roll is Jadyn. So why don't we look at his list? Jadyn, you started off with Tori, Sabina, and Ella. Then Z, Tori, and Sabina. So no more Ella. Sorry, Ella. Then you said Tori, Z, Ella, and then you said Sabina, Tori, Ella.
Wait, hold on. What was the first?
Change my shit. I'm so in love. Oh.
Hold on. Damn, that one. That one looks bad, bro. Tough. Hold up.
Tori,
Tori, Z, Ella.
Z, Ella.
Like, this is a horrendous list. This last one, if you didn't change that, I would have to drop a diss track on you, bro. Tori, Z, Ella. Like, you put Tori back to number 1. Ella, like, what did you really do? At that point, like, weren't you like, wasn't she trying to help you flirt with Sabina?
And then you said Sabina.
You should have changed Tori and just take Tori off your list, bro.
Sabina, Tori, Ella. Wait, change my shit. I'm so in love. OMFG with 3 emojis.
What emojis?
That's private. That's private. For his final selection, he chose Sabina. So
messy.
Because you told him to.
I didn't. Whoa. First, that is a strong accusation for blessing. I would just like to say.
I was set up, man. I was framed.
My bad.
No, I'm just
My
kidding.
bad.
No, I'm just kidding.
Choosing Sabina, you were conflicted. What was going through your head?
We had like a good talk at the brunch. She was cool. She's funnier off camera. She really is funnier off camera. And she talks like a lot. Like, it's kind of good that we silence her during the filming because she actually yaps too much off camera. Yeah, like Tori and Nick, like Tori went to Nick, and then me and Sabina got closer, and then I
I
switched.
wish you came out, but you didn't.
What?
Came out of where?
Came out.
Like you said, do you wish to
Oh, would you
know?
like to see who did select?
Never
you?
mind.
Oh, yeah. No, I was dipping.
That's actually. I'm glad you said
I was
that.
out.
Jadyn, why did you not choose to reveal yourself in that moment?
I thought I was just gonna dip, like after, and then we were like waiting for so long, and I was like, no, I'm gonna dip, and then you were like, it's not gonna get revealed. I thought it was anonymous, but then I came out and then
What
I
else
was
do you think was gonna happen? We'd all find out.
But
It's
no.
being recorded.
It's being recorded the entire time.
I was just gonna dip.
Sabina, would him coming out in that moment have changed anything for you?
Yeah.
Like, it would.
Yeah, we could have walked out together.
No, because then it'll be the second choice. Hell
That's
no.
fair. That's fair.
I
You're
just
fine.
said it was a
Super fair.
tie.
Why don't we see who Isaac selected on his journey to find love? Unfortunately, he's not here to react to it, so I guess we all will collectively. List started off with Emma, Ella, and Sabina. Then Emma, Ella, and Sabina. Then Sabina, Emma, and Ella.
Oh, back down to the bottom.
And then finally, he chose no one.
He kept it very consistent and then disappeared.
I guess actually there's not much to react to.
There's not much to
It was pretty consistent, I'm not gonna lie.
Move on.
Okay, yeah, anyways, Sean, let's go through your thought process. You started with Ella, Z, and Sabina.
Okay.
Then Ella, Sabina, and Z. Sorry, Z.
I know.
Then Ella, Sabina, and Z again. And then finally, you chose Z. So what was it that caused Z to jump up the rankings?
That date.
I just didn't talk to her the first 2 days. And then like the last day we like talked a bunch, and she was always on my list, but I don't know. You need to like vibe.
Thank you.
I didn't really do that until like the
You
very
know,
end. So
Ella was like trying to hold that down the whole
That leaves Keelan and Nick.
weekend.
You were not here for the first day. But on the second day, Keelan, you said Isaac, Blessing, and JADYN.
Jaden just realizing that he
And then
fucking
you
up.
chose no one.
I did.
So what was it about Isaac, Blessing, and JADYN that caused you to choose no one?
Great framing.
Isaac, Blessing, and Jaden are probably more of my like physical types. Probably like they're all really handsome. Isaac, he seems like a kind person, but there's a little bit of like an arrogance there that like him and I are like very similar to one another. So I was like, no, that's not gonna work. And then Blessing and I, like after having like a really good conversation on the second night at the party, I like realized I think we stood in more of a friendship place more than anything.
Tough.
And then Jaden is just the biggest clown I've ever met in my life. So there was not a shot in the dark that I was really gonna end up with that man. But I love him. But like,
Yeah, bro, you gotta crash out. You gotta crash out.
This is hella funny.
Really good friends after this, but I was like romantically.
And Nick, that leaves you. You said Tori, Keelan, and Ella. And then finally, you chose Tori.
Nice. That is correct.
So how was that?
For me, it was my first choice was definite from the start. Like I knew I liked Tori. There's not much to say. I mean, everybody else loves her too. She with good reason. Like, yeah.
Sweet.
Can I just say something about that accent? Really, it's like twice as passionate. I don't know.
Don't fall for it. Him
No,
and his sister
not
did this
to-
fake
no,
accent
there's
thing.
like-
It's really weird.
Now that we all know this information, does anyone regret not pursuing someone in the house?
Jaden, you need to say something.
Blessing more, honestly. That's kind of all.
I wish I talked to Blessing more too.
Okay.
No, yeah, I think one morning we like woke up and like did yoga. That was like the first that I kind of really
Took
got
a really
to talk.
nice picture of your
Yeah, my ass.
ass.
Yeah. And that's when I first started kind of getting to know Ella. So yeah, I think I wish I had a little bit more time to talk to her as well.
She was
probably
focused on
Tori's one. I
Sean.
think the first day we all like collectively agreed that like Tori might be the funniest human being that we've ever met, and that caught us all by surprise.
Oh, no, yeah, y'all kinda-
probably should have talked to her a little bit more. I didn't know it was on her list, but it's fine. Nick is also
watch
handsome.
yourself.
Are any of you surprised to hear that you were on anyone's list?
I was surprised I was on Travis's.
Z, I
Me too.
remember you saying you also felt surprised you were on Jaden's list.
I was surprised.
Wait, I was on
wish
your
you-
list, right? On the first one?
It's interesting.
You
now-
were.
You were.
Oh
You were.
shit, that's surprising.
Yeah, now knowing that both of you were on each other's lists, do you maybe regret that you didn't explore
Well,
something
here's the
with
thing
Jaden?
about my list. I thought Sean's name was Jaden, so I wrote Jaden.
That's fucking tough.
Wait, really?
And then
See, it's okay. You don't gotta finish the sentence.
Bro.
You don't gotta.
Jade, fight back, bro. There's no way that you're just, bruh. Oh my gosh, bro.
That's bullshit.
You're not even giving me secondhand embarrassment anymore. You're giving me secondhand anger.
what's funny is I'm not like.
She doubles down. She doubles down. She doubled down.
You don't gotta stand on that business. Yeah, we can move on.
Because I told you, I watched the Riz video and I was like, I don't think you're an asshole. But on the video, I was like, oh no. But then I got to know you, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So do you maybe think in the future that you would like to go with Jaden to the Vava and then maybe
Yo.
maybe back to the Vava
I
after?
would actually like to never do that. But we can go get like coffee. I love Jaden. I think he's
You
awesome.
love spurring.
Okay,
It's
on
bad.
Keelan, I think you said you were surprised by one of the lists too.
Yeah, I was shocked to know that was on Nick's.
Aw.
Yeah, I didn't know at all. We had two really nice conversations before we had come down to surprise the entire cast. It seems like very similar emotional intelligence.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I would
brother.
say, and then
Oh, brother.
I would say
Down a couple
we
points.
had our first date. I don't know. Like I had a really nice time with you, and you made me kind of tear up a little bit because I was like, man, he's so smart and like so.
Stop it.
No, yeah, I really did. I was like, wow, he's like, you're really kind, and I like. It made me think about a lot of things. I like talk about it even to this day because I was
That's
having
so
that
sweet.
having that date with Nick was just like it was so nice. But I was shocked to know that I was considered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, you're super sweet. I mean, we had a really, as you say, we had a great conversation. It went on super well, and but no, I don't know. I just got the sense that we had a really good emotional connection that for whatever reason wasn't going to lead to romance, but it was just lovely to talk to you anyway.
But you never.
Jadyn, at some point, bro, I know this has nothing to do with you at this point, but like you have to like stop just like allowing yourself to get up here and get embarrassed, bro.
No.
I'm on the same page with you though. I agree with you. I think you worded it.
Well, it seems like you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you know.
Sometimes you know.
Sometimes you know.
Are the boys surprised to hear their names on anything?
Was I ever on your list? Did they say?
My list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have gotten to know Tori more. I mean, everyone's repeated a million times, but like, wit is the highest form of intelligence, and I was like, she was just constantly whipping out super funny.
He doesn't mean that. He only means that after the episodes are out. He didn't want to talk to me in the house.
I mean, you were
No, he was
super
telling
booed
me
up,
how,
like
how funny you are and how much he wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I keep sending like rocks through her windows and stuff, and she hasn't called me back.
I feel like you guys were like attached at the hip in the house.
You guys were attached, and then you guys were attached. There was never really an opportunity.
Really?
I'd say.
Were we attached to the hip?
Oh yeah.
I mean, externally, maybe it didn't feel like it to you two, but externally, I think everyone
yeah,
could
for
agree.
your
Totally
Damn.
looked like it.
Oh,
I was thinking that you guys were just like the two funniest, loudest, like personalities in the house and just like making everyone laugh. So I was thinking in my head, you two were just always attached at the hip.
It's also a little intimidating when someone is like so incredibly intelligent. Like my heart races to go up to someone that's just gonna cook me intellectually. How do I even slide in here? Chat.
What the heck?
Wow,
Three
incredible
of you guys were
words.
too scared to go for it. I swear to God.
In case you didn't notice,
Oh,
love
brother.
prints look a little different.
Oh, brother.
It's about to appear. Download.
Oh, and they might want me to say an ad. I'll be like, I'm good on that. Well, granted, they didn't get Isaac to say it ad. I'll be like, hey, get one of the girls to do it, bro.
Let's shift our focus to the night of the talent show and the party. Sean and Ella, you guys seem to be a pretty clear match from the jump, but things seemingly took a turn the night of the party after Z shocked the group by selecting Sean for her one-on-one date. Let's take a look at the clip.
Okay, so I don't want you to like think it's weird or anything, but I do want to push on. I just want to tell you first before I make the decision because I'm like, okay, yeah. I really like Ella a lot, and she was very interested in Sean, and I didn't want to just break whatever they were building up. But I also wanted to be honest to myself because I'm like, we have 3 days.
She absolutely did not have to do that. There's no obligation there. But I mean, very sweet of her to do. And I told her that I appreciated it. And also, like, after Sabina and Sean kissed, she apologized to me. And I was like, you do not have to apologize, girl. Like, you're so fine. But everyone's so sweet.
As she wipes a tear.
I was like, we're all just like, it's fun and games. It's okay.
I just wanted to tell you, it's not like anything deep.
That's okay.
It's just like,
No, I appreciate it.
okay,
She
yeah,
looks
'cause
like
I don't
she's
want
in a
you to see
position
it
to
and
just
be
throw a
like,
drink.
stupid bitch.
No, I figured that was probably a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, but
Go for it.
okay.
Alright guys, I was looking for the goldfish. My bad.
No, they're in here.
They're in like a big box. I don't want to take them out.
Is that Jadyn and Sabina, or is that Tori?
I mean, you should.
She's pulling Sean. What? She's pulling Sean. Who? She's pulling Sean.
Oh, wait.
Just the whole line.
How do you feel?
I was kind of excited to like, because I really don't feel like I've talked to her very much.
No, I understand
It's okay.
that.
I mean, I told her like I appreciate you telling me. It's okay. You know, I knew that was a possibility, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trip over it.
But I don't really feel any particular type of way.
Got it.
Interesting. Well, Z and Ella, how was that conversation? So fucking Fred. Wow.
It was fun. I mean, I had a feeling that it would happen. I kind of thought that she might pick Travis because we had talked like the day before, I remember, and she was like, I don't know, I think Travis is really funny. Yes. So I thought maybe that was the direction, but Sean wasn't surprising to me either, so it was fine. Again, like zero obligation. Very sweet of you to talk to me, but.
It was just awkward for me because I'm like, the girls talked about who they liked, and like at that time, Sean was your number one. And so I didn't want it to come across like I was just like stepping on your toes in the sense that, because you were excited about it, about your talks with him, and like I didn't want to like steal that or step on that, but I also just knew that I just had the connection with Blessing, and I was like, okay, this is a vibe, but like now it's starting to see like we're butting heads in a way that wasn't.
She's still mad about that competition,
for
bro.
me.
Oh, you don't
And
think
so
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point of this, though, right? Like, yeah, I had matched with Sean. I obviously had like wanted him to be in the house, and so we would talk. But that doesn't mean that there's any obligation, you know? Like, we're not married, so it's like, yeah, just getting to chat with everybody is important. So I wasn't mad at you. You did exactly what you should do, and like it worked out. So you know, props.
It seems like everyone was pretty careful around each other's toes.
Everybody seemed so shocked when the message was going around that I would pick Sean for the date. That's the only thing that I was like, oh, like, okay.
Did you feel like you had been clear about someone?
I mean, I don't know if I really spoke to you because we were in separate rooms, but like I did say that I like Sean.
I knew.
Yeah. So it was like I spoke about it with the girls, not really with the guys, because like they don't deserve to know anything. But yeah, so it didn't seem like a surprise for me, but I couldn't understand like the act of actually doing it versus taking Blessing because we already had like, but we spent so much time talking because of our first date and that everyone kind of gave us that space that it was like, okay, now I can go somewhere else. Not like that, but like kind of.
She wasn't having a good time. It's okay.
Yeah, it seems like you were reacting.
We did butt heads. Obviously, like I didn't take her direction in the game, and we didn't win that one.
It wasn't
So
even
I probably
about
should-
taking my direction. I just think that we were not able to communicate in a way that was beneficial for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, and as someone who's experienced
Nah, you didn't like he
that
didn't
kind
listen.
of relationship, that's like more of like something I can deal with my best friend or like my bro, like being like, okay,
tough,
you don't listen to me, I
tough.
listen to you, whatever, shut up, I love you. But like in a partner, I want to feel heard, and not that you did it intentionally, but I just didn't feel heard.
Yeah, that's fair. We didn't communicate too. You said it, right? Sometimes you're like, is she being mean to me or flirting with me? I don't know which. Okay.
That's fair.
So that was, and then obviously the worst part when like she pulls me and she's like, yeah, like kind of look like my ex, so I'm not really messing with you. And I was like, well, you do have good taste. No, I'm kidding.
Can we
But
keep the X part out for sure?
don't take it
no,
out.
we need
the
to
people
keep
need
it
to
out.
know
Like,
why she just dumped me for
no,
Sean.
that was not really
No,
the
I'm
main
kidding.
reason. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't have talked to you at all.
So I didn't write this. Z, you really seem to get a pep in your step following the date. Who wrote that? Okay, Sean, what was it about that night that seemed to change things for you?
Yeah, well, Z was on my list from the beginning, but I think this was what, like day 2, maybe? So at that point, I'd really only talked to Ella. So that was like the first like extended conversation.
Yeah, she was trying to
and it went really well.
keep
so I think
keep
that, like, changed things for
Sean
me.
away from everyone.
And I was like, oh, maybe I should explore this more because it's going pretty good.
Was there anything in specific about the conversation that made you realize that she might be someone worth exploring more seriously?
Yeah, I think she was really witty, which I liked a lot. Like I think there was like, you know, there's nothing worse than you make like a little like joke and it just like goes over somebody's head. And you're like, okay, like I can't talk to this person. But Z picked up on all that and like she made her own like witty jokes and I just feel like we clicked from a humor perspective. And then I think we also got a little bit deeper on that date.
Yeah, we did for no reason. But like, I'm a very vulnerable person in general. Like, I don't have a hard time expressing how I feel about things that are like deep. And I feel like that's something we connected on because I said something about like my family and then you talked about your family, which is not a common thing when I speak to people about things I've experienced.
Yeah, I felt heard, which was nice.
Same.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Wow, that's beautiful.
The side eye.
It's like he just gets caught with a stray.
Throughout the night of the party, it seems like people started pulling each other for chats outside. Nick and Tori, that was the first time that we got to see the two of you really connect.
I don't really care about their chat.
And then Isaac and
Okay.
Sabina, you guys seem to have a pretty intense convo outside as well. Why don't we take a look at that clip?
Oh my God.
Oh, roll it.
Hard to see this.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I think we're feeling each other, for sure, right? I hope so. Pretty like locked in you right now, honestly. And usually I would be like kissing you right now, but
There's no cameras.
nah, the cameras, bro. I'm talking like I would, but I did kiss Emma, so I just feel like it's a bad look.
I kissed 2 people.
Kiss Sean and who else? Who's the other person?
Ella.
You kissed Ella on the date?
Well, we went on our T for 2 and it popped up. It said it was a card.
Yeah, but I didn't see the date. You guys went away.
Why is he like
Kiss
an
on the date?
overprotective boyfriend?
Yeah. It was sweet.
Good
That was my
question.
first time kissing a girl.
That was your first time kissing a girl, really? You enjoyed it? Hell yeah, happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'll be honest, you're about the only person I get nervous talking to from but no, yeah, I don't know, I think.
Except for
I try not to.
I don't know. Both of their conversations are tough to listen to, but this one at least can bring some drama into the
I've
mix.
just been trying to get to know people, and you haven't talked to me like at all, except for today, because I chose you for like our challenge today.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
so-
No, that's a good defense to what I'm saying.
Defense?
But
What's wrong with him?
it's got to be valid, like from my perspective, that you know, I'm the third person in like a day and a half.
Oh my god.
Is that not valid for me to like, you know, it's like a couple red flags?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
That's
think it's
fine.
valid?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some common ground.
Yeah.
What the
Beautiful.
are you talking about?
That was respectful too. Right?
Yo.
Talking to.
The handshake.
Okay. But like the other 2 people, is there still something on the table you'd like to pursue?
What are you talking about?
More just me.
See, the only thing is valid in this whole conversation from him is him talking about like him basically trying to lock her in. It's like, oh yeah, you're my top pick. You trying to rock with them or what's going on? At this point, you know, obviously it could change in the future. But bro was saying that like they're in like they're going through marriage counseling, bro.
Yeah, just you.
Okay. Cool. Just me. I agree. Just you too. I feel like I want to talk to Emma to see
What
how
is
she
happening?
feels
This is
about me
mad funny,
pursuing
bro.
you over her. And I feel like she's talking to Travis a lot, so it would be perfect, but I just want to clear the air with her. What? Since I think she's only kissed me, I'm pretty sure. And then
Bro's a
I think we can
dare,
work
bruh.
something out.
Yeah, you're really sweet. Thanks for telling me all that. Sorry.
But yeah,
if,
don't kiss someone else, by the way.
I feel like you're viewing me as like a villain, slightly.
For sure.
I think it's for
Why would you not be? You're kissing most people in the house.
For sure. Why would you not be?
But they were games. And it's because I didn't choose you. That's why you're salty. Because if I had chosen you, you would definitely be saying something else.
Oh yeah, I'd be.
No, I know.
You'd be the
Exactly.
only one I would have kissed. You can't blame me for not taking initiative when you had more opportunity to. You get what
What
I'm
the
saying?
fuck is he talking
You
about?
can't go on a date, kiss 2 people, and then be like, you should have done something. I would have liked you. I would have liked you to. Not should have. I would have liked you to.
Bruh.
Did you guys give him extra shots?
Sorry to disappoint you.
That was genuine. I like your eyes too.
What he said? I love
They
your
told
eyes
you.
too. I love your eyes. Immaculate ridge tacked on the very end.
I
There,
like
just the
your
cherry on
eyes,
top ridge.
That is insane.
Can I change my
But I like
pick?
your eyes.
That clip seemed to draw a lot of reactions from the group. Obviously, Isaac is not here to explain the situation, but Sabina, how did that feel seeing that?
I mean, I feel like I talked to him about it after, and as soon as like you told everyone to go and everyone got up and left, he just laughed. So I knew what he was doing. Like, I knew he was just putting up like an act just to make me look bad.
Huh?
Like his intentions towards speaking with you was like
Genuine?
Yeah,
Oh,
genuine.
no.
It was just to paint you in a bad light.
Okay, yeah, now
Like,
you're
he didn't
doing too
talk
much.
with her. He talked at her.
Yeah.
So it's like you weren't trying to have a conversation. You were just trying to create this thing for whatever reason.
I just think it's absolutely ridiculous to be using the kisses as a reason to make you the villain of the house.
Was he doing too hot to handle?
Like kiss
They're literally
anyone you want to kiss. Second of all, the kisses you had were full,
Yeah.
like.
He just didn't have anything else to say.
He shouldn't have had anything to say at all because if the kisses turned him off so badly, he should have shut the up and talked to someone else.
Yeah. You were
Like-
honestly way too nice. Like,
Yeah.
as for the responses,
not
like,
been.
you were
He
so
would've been in the
receptive.
pool.
Guys, any initial thoughts having seen that clip?
Jaden, I think you were gonna say something.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I knew about that shit.
I mean, I think there was a ridiculous amount of judgment coming off him, in my opinion. I don't know. I did not like the way he was talking to her, and I felt that. I think she handled it better than she should have. Like if I were her, I'd say, yo, how dare you accuse me of anything? I don't know. I didn't like it. I'll be the first to say it. Or the first man to say it.
But it was weird because it felt like it didn't feel like it was real, and maybe
Yeah.
that's why your reaction felt. You're like, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out from like left field. Like,
So
he
left
did not
field.
even
He
make
said that
sense.
bullshit and goes, I love your eyes.
I'm a little confused on my pick now. I don't think that that
was
was
hard to
awful
watch.
to watch.
I remember what happened.
Come on now. Y'all, like I said, y'all are a chaotic match. Let's not act like you're really up there, Ella. Come on now. Let's be honest.
You came and told me what just happened. And
Well,
now
like,
watching
apparently
that
he
real
like
time, that was
just
worse.
Wait, hold up.
even started telling people like, oh, I just made some.
Oh, hold on. We're like 5 minutes until we get to that, so I might maneuver into that. I mean, they're not gonna actually call out Ella on that, but
The villain.
Oh.
So he was laughing about it.
I feel like if I had seen like that and knew that that was like the extent of everything, that would have not.
I mean, obviously, if those are, he say, hey, I want to grab you for a chat, because that's how y'all be, bruh. That's how y'all be.
Were you confused? Like, how did you feel when all that was going on? Because
I mean, I caught on to it, and then I tried to defend myself
It's
because
a
I
lot.
knew what he was doing. But I mean, what else can I say?
I
he
loved
was like
when you
really
said,
stuck on.
like, you're just mad I didn't pick you. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that clip was 100% reflective of like the Isaac you guys got to know over the weekend? To be fair.
I didn't really get to know Isaac.
All right,
As someone, I can sort of answer it as someone that knows him from previous and like us matching. There are so many moments that you can have with Isaac where you see like his genuine personality that is not the camera like flipped version.
Yeah.
And he's super intelligent and he's funny and he's smart and he's like fun to hang out with. The camera version of him is like very different and like that is.
Yeah, so like I can see that. I don't know, maybe Sabina just explained it properly. I mean, didn't explain it properly. Because, you know, especially with this generation, bruh. There'd be like people raised on Twitch and YouTube and shit like that, and they gonna mess around and like and get hurt, bruh.
Is the craziest version of him that I've seen so far. That was like very jarring to watch.
Obviously, we would love to be able to hear Isaac's perspective on this. Unfortunately, he was not able to attend.
Yeah, bro, he didn't show up, dude. Like, dude.
But let's move forward.
Can't even defend
the
yourself.
Final matching ceremony. So let's start with our matches. Z and Sean. If I may, we would love to be able to catch up with you guys after filming Wrap. What's been going on since then?
We follow each other on Instagram, and we have each other's numbers. And
Have you guys spoken at all?
we did.
Maybe, yeah, maybe just like, you know, over social media.
We're just like vibe. We're like vibing, like.
So
on
nothing on
Instagram and
unheard.
stuff.
Does he also look like your ex?
No,
Gen Z
he
love,
doesn't.
FYP love.
He also listened when I spoke to him.
Oh,
We're forgetting that point, the most important part.
Wow.
Any dates, any hanging out, or no?
Not,
We haven't
no.
said anything. Nothing has happened. But I think like you were traveling and then I was traveling and I don't know.
Is there a potential door open for something in the future?
I think she's dating. I think she has a boyfriend.
I do not have a boyfriend.
She's talking to that ex again.
No, I'm not. I'm openly dating.
No, I'm joking.
but-
I'm joking.
I'm openly dating though, so
So maybe.
I'm free game.
Oh.
I'm not
Wait, hold on.
really-
What do you mean by that?
Wow. True love blossoming before our eyes. Tori and Nick, let's talk to you guys a little bit. What's been going on since filming ended?
Do you want to take the floor or do you want me to?
Well, Nick's a great guy. He's really genuine, and so everything you see on camera is what you're gonna get IRL. He traveled for months. He was gone. He was MIA for months. But we've hung out a few times.
Yeah, no, we hung out a few times. I was away immediately after, and I was gone for a while. I definitely didn't reach out as much as I should have, and yeah, I think I took too long, and I think she might be seeing someone exclusively. I don't know how serious it is, but she's amazing, and I'm not surprised. If I didn't act, I should have been quicker. Somebody as great as.
Yeah, bro. So the people talking about some no one. Look at the two matches, bro.
So it would not last as a single girl for too long. So yeah.
So Tori, you're in a new relationship?
Cut.
Wow, 2 for 2 on the matches within Isaac and Ella, there seemed to be some drama with your final match. Why don't we take a look at that clip?
Isn't there always?
Okay. All right. Well, we've seen this already.
Love you.
Oh, we're not.
Oh, just checking out Ella's fit. I mean Emma's fit.
Just get my. Oh, we're not seeing.
So then I go, oh,
See, I feel like they shouldn't have came back to this because they should have shown this. Well, okay. Well, they did have their cards ready, but now it's gonna be like, because we seen what he said with Sabina, now we're going to be like, oh, Ella, everything you did is okay. Watch. Before it happens, just watch. I guess that's what pre means. Before it happens, let's just watch.
Did he actually?
Initial reactions, Ella, I suppose.
That was tough. It's a tough watch. It's just like chaos, really. But
So I can assume safely that you guys did not go to the beach the next day?
no, I don't think that. I don't know. I was really between Sean and Isaac, like in general, just because Isaac and I had like a nice brunch date. Sean and I had been like kind of paired up from the beginning, and so I just wasn't really sure if that was gonna continue or not. And then I got like the confirmation, and yeah, I guess like in that instance, Isaac was my second choice, but I also was between them anyways. Like he is more direct, that is typically more my speed, and so yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like gonna be a game time decision regardless. Didn't work with Sean, and so it made sense for me to go with Isaac at that moment.
To the people that were there, what were your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like I could understand his frustration because if that was me in his position and I asked the person like, oh, are we gonna match? And they said no.
Yeah.
And then to know that they decided to match with me because the person they initially wanted to match with was saying that they weren't gonna match with them, that would have hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that's
and
totally
so
fair. Yeah,
that's kind of hurtful.
He told me afterwards that he was not upset.
Mhm.
So I mean, I get it. Like that is totally fair. I think I just was really flip floppy like the last day, and so because Sean and I had been talking like kind of since the beginning, it felt like that made more sense of a direction to go in that moment. And then it's exactly, I mean, it happened the way it happened. And
It seemed like a performative crash out for the camera.
See, I have to kind of say that it looked a little performative, and I don't disagree, but I don't think it was, only because there wasn't supposed to be a camera there. Like, we were in the back rooms, and like the cameraman was kind of subtly there, and genuinely he stormed in without seeing that the camera guy was even there, and was just like, yo, what, like, this is bullshit.
We didn't even realize that he was recording, because originally the camera was down because we're all just eating, like there was nothing that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then when he started talking, I think there was a moment where he realized there was a camera there and he didn't stop. But he genuinely came upstairs like very upset.
Yeah, he was genuinely
No,
frustrated.
he genuinely was.
I think he thought the perception of how that looked came across like a lot worse. So he was just frustrated because he was like, well, I don't want to be painted the villain again.
Yeah.
That was a stupid situation. Like, he was mad.
After trying to paint someone else as the villain. But
Yeah,
that was a genuine.
Yeah.
He wasn't necessarily
Real
like set
crash
up. I wouldn't say you set him up. You felt out the situation with Sean. You assessed, hey, this isn't the direction that it's
Kaylin,
going.
don't be the one to
Let me
defend.
test out this ending with Isaac. And when you tried it, and maybe you didn't have the time to communicate that, like I know that there by no means was it you trying to set him up.
It wasn't purposely.
Like, I don't think that's
there's
true.
no way. I don't believe that.
I mean,
It
also
wasn't
this is like very like anxiety inducing in general, like trying to figure things out. We didn't have a lot of time together.
No, not at all.
And then there was no malintent whatsoever.
No.
Like, I genuinely like the conversation that Isaac and I had, and I even had told people afterwards, like, I think that changed my mind on like where I wanted to go. But there's the aspect of like not wanting to hurt someone's feelings. I didn't know if I was gonna pick Sean 100% before. Didn't know if he was gonna pick me, and then like didn't want that to be a whole messy situation. And I got the chance to like ask him before I, got my pick in, so.
Sean, how did it feel for you watching that clip of you and Ella back?
It was awkward in the moment, so it was like also awkward watching it now. Just because I didn't want to like hurt anyone's feelings, and I felt like I had kind of made it clear that like I wasn't really, that I was ready to like explore other options. But I also didn't want to be like so, mean about it. I don't know. Maybe I could have handled it better.
I think like there were moments like when after your conversation with Z and we talked outside, like after the tea for two, you were like, I do want the chance to like talk to other people, and I was like, absolutely. And I said like, there's no obligation there. And then we had stated that we were still each other's number one. So I wasn't sure, like, I think where the switch had happened.
I don't know if I remember that part, but.
That's what, like how I.
Oh, so it happened in her head. Okay.
Not, it was like a while ago. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it differently, but I don't know, because I think you asked me like a couple times, but I didn't want to like. I didn't know. I thought we weren't supposed to tell each other also. So.
That is a good point.
So I was kind of like, oh, we'll see, but like I felt like we had like I had communicated that I felt like there was a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I apologize for that. That wasn't
so
like
I was
my
kinda
intention either, to like make you uncomfortable at all. But
no, you're good. Yeah, you didn't make me feel some type of way. It's okay.
yeah, I think it's just like a lot of anxiety and just a lot of pressure in general. You just never know until you're in it.
Yeah.
That's okay. You handled yourself great. You have nothing to apologize for.
Kaylin,
You're in such a
stop.
quick environment, like
Stop.
you said, so don't fault yourself for anything of how you handled it. You acted great.
I think the biggest thing that everybody could have done differently was at some point we got hyper fixated on not walking out alone, that we weren't necessarily making choices off of how we felt. It was more so like, how do I ensure that I don't feel stupid or feel embarrassed? We both picked Sean because we didn't think Sean was gonna pick either of us, not in that sense, but more in the sense of like, we didn't have that much time, but we both knew that that would be the truest to how we were acting that weekend and like how we felt. And so whether or not that left me standing alone or not, I wanted to go with what truly made the most sense to my experience.
Okay, at first I thought you were about to say some mumble jumble, but
had that
yeah,
like
okay.
last brunch date with Isaac, that should have been the thing that I did, is just pick him. And I think in that moment, just the fear of like walking out and feeling stupid was also just like on my mind a lot. And considering I had had that time with Isaac and felt good about where that date had ended, in my mind, that made the most sense to me. And I think like in this compilation of a clip, it just doesn't look great.
It just looks like somebody made a decision and then made another one. Focusing on whether it looked negative or positive is the only, like that's where the embarrassment comes from, because you made a choice, whether he liked it or not, anybody else liked it. You don't need to apologize for your choice. You made a choice. And it wasn't a setup very clearly, but it hurt Isaac's feelings, and that's fine. His feelings are not yours to handle or resolve.
Wait, so he was mad that he didn't, because he didn't choose you, right?
Yeah.
So he was mad that he didn't.
He thought that she was going with you, which is why he then put no one, because he was like, well, I'm not going to put her if I know she's not putting me. But then in the end, she did choose him. Does that make sense?
It was just, it goes back to the point of pick who you want to pick,
Yeah.
not
Moral of the story.
I can
understand
it was
being
so
bummed,
fun being out there feeling stupid. I loved it.
Yeah, honestly.
Can I ask with you two,
Yeah.
what's the state of your guys' relationship? Are you guys just friends
We're just
or?
still
Okay, I
really
don't
good friends.
don't care about these just friends.
And
Yeah.
You guys have never.
no, solely like sweet and this.
Honestly, staying friendship with
All right.
Emma is because I'm really good friends with her brother Nick, and I truly cherish our relationship. And I also recognize that I'm not necessarily intentionally dating right now, or like intentionally looking for a long-term serious relationship.
Then why did you go
And
into the house,
she
bro?
Totally like deserves that, and so I don't want to like, I don't know, tarnish. Like I feel like we're compatible as hell and dope, and she super rocks and would be a great partner, but I just like don't want to tarnish that.
Do you have any hope that coming out of this, there is still potential for that friendship to turn into anything? Or?
I think we would know at this point if that was
Okay,
a,
we already seen.
want to keep.
Or in a relationship with Emma at some point in life, totally. Like, would I give her what she deserves and have the capacity to treat it with the seriousness that it needs to be treated? No. And I think she also like knows this. There is, when I'm even thinking of myself for it, and something along those lines.
Well,
All right, next people.
First, I just kind of want to give him a hug. Great icebreaker.
What the fuck? Oh,
really?
Would you say that after having seen that?
I think I just.
I don't care about this just friend shit, bro. Why did you go there if they?
I
Okay.
could have in that.
I also and I
Strong round that he.
Who's that he like? Look, utterly and over.
Learn. I had an incredible time with all of you. What did you guys all learn from this experience, and did anything happen that we haven't talked about?
I think the
Want to
greatest
talk
thing about this whole experience was human connection, honestly. Like if there's anything I've seen is that like even though we went in for romance, every one of us made a friendship and like got to experience amazing times and great feelings, and like genuinely that's so wonderful. You know, like even if things don't work out, it's just like the fact that we all got to know each other and share that together is wonderful.
Yeah. Retweet.
I was reading like a study about why people have such a hard time an active decision versus like understanding like small signals that it might have come from like
All right, seems like they're just doing closing thoughts.
Travis or
Truly, he's saying like we're so entrapped. I get to like wake up just on day, like spend.
From makes me a romantic one.
How to get along with everyone as much as I did.
What'd you say?
Expect to.
Oh, okay.
Glue to like a lot of us though. Like there's so many. Even though like you genuinely are like the glue to like a lot of us though. Like you like even though like you make like so many like crazy things. There's so many crazy things that come out of your mouth. Like you're literally like you like make a lot of what this whole experience was. Like I don't think this would have been anything without you in it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Why don't we all
Yeah,
go
but then
down
he was
the
just
line
yeah,
and
he's the
try to
fucking punch
say
in the
nice
bag.
things about Jade?
No, thank
No,
you.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It was. Oh well, unfortunately we were about to do that, but we're out of time.
Last question. Is there anything that anybody like wishes they did differently? Hindsight is 2020.
Hold on now.
think like the end, that clip, like watching it back, it's like very difficult because I feel like I'm watching myself spiral. Like I can see like the fear and the anxiety that I have like in my own head. I wish I brought my trazodone.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like a drug.
Big Pharma shout out.
I brought my anxiety
Sponsored.
medication.
Oh,
But it's
brother.
just, yeah, no, I think
Make believe pills, heard
getting
that.
to meet all of you guys, like I really like value all the friendships that we made. I think, yeah, just watching that was hard. There are things that I would have done differently, I think, but
I feel like I learned more than anything that following how you feel is always going to be rewarding.
Why do we keep going with their thoughts on what's going on? She asked a specific question. What would you have done differently?
There's never a
you
loss in that because a lot of times we're scared of our feelings.
Operate within romantic relationships, which is shit.
I do.
We've all formed relationships and friendships that will maybe last a lifetime. So I guess on that note, I would like to say from all of the cast and crew and production for Nectar, thank you for watching the Nectar House Season 1 reunion. Make sure to like and subscribe.
All right. See what the comments are saying. If you guys are gonna mention names from past videos, yeah, put a pic. I don't know who you're talking about, bro. Yeah, I wonder why, if you're getting humiliated 24/7 on this channel. Facts. Damn. Hey, that's what I figured out off camera, bruh. Hold up, there's another one. It's not cool. Hey, you know what they say about them. You know what they say about them. But our final break, we're gonna get into that Kendrick album.